Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mike here at Gamefromscratch, and we got some pretty big news. Over the weekend, one of the biggest YouTubers in the game dev space returned, and that would be Brackeys. Now, if you've never heard of Brackeys before, Brackeys is probably the biggest Unity tutorial site out there. They were absolutely massive, probably launched tens of thousands of Unity careers. So many people learned on Brackeys tutorials. They're kind of the Unity equivalent that has like Blender Guru is to Blender. And basically, about 3 years ago, he called it quits. So he launched this video 3 years ago, basically saying goodbye. Sort of out of the blue, he just retired. Basically, I made enough. I'm done with game development. I'm kind of getting a little sick of it. This isn't really my thing anymore. And he kind of rolled off into the sunset. Until yesterday. And then yesterday, he released Hello Again, which is a video basically saying that he is returning to the world of game development. So once again, when you go take a look at his content, you're going to see some really big tutorials on developing games, some definitely focused on how do I do X in Unity. Covered pretty much all aspects of Unity game development. But he also did some really large free courses on things, again, creating an FPS game, platformer game, tower defense, etc., all in Unity. And then, again, you see a number of other courses here. Everything was very Unity-focused. He was, again, the Blender guru of Unity tutorials out there. He, again, is probably the person who is responsible for the learnings and teachings of a vast majority of Unity developers out there. So why is he back after 3 years of silence? Well, he says it himself right here.
Being Godot. Godot is a free and fully open source game engine that a lot of developers have recently turned to, and the timing really couldn't be better for this. Godot has actually been around for a while, but in March last year, Godot 4 was released, which was a huge rewrite of the engine, in my eyes making it a great choice for a lot of game projects.
So, yeah, he's back, and he's doing Godot development. So, this is actually not a huge surprise. I'll show you exactly why in just a few minutes. But, yeah, that's what he says. He's coming back. He's going to be making Godot-level content. Specifically, this is what you can expect in the immediate future.
I, with the help of Sophia, have done our best to create a couple of videos on the most essential parts of Godot. The first video will be a mega tutorial on making your very first game in Godot and should be out next week. The second one will be a complete overview of the GDScript language and will be out within a month. We really can't.
So there you go. So you're getting two tutorials almost immediately or within the month. One is going to cover GDScript as a programming language, and the other one is kind of an overall how to create a game in the Godot language. It looks like 2D platformer style game. So why is this so important? Well, number one, he actually was one of the big reasons why a lot of people took up Unity in the first place. So he is a very good teacher, and the world of Godot could definitely use more creators like this. It's a funny fact. I actually am the very first person to have created tutorials for the Godot game engine. And let me tell you, that was not an easy process because there was no documentation at the time. And I gotta say, we need more. We need a lot more and a lot more current, a lot more polished tutorials out there. And that is exactly what Brackeys will bring. He will help grow the community, and it will make it easier to onboard for the Godot game engine. So it's a huge win for Godot. Now the question might be, okay, well, why is he coming back and working with Godot and not Unity? Well, this part is not a complete surprise, because remember when Unity did their thing, that whole runtime fallout? Well, Brackeys released this statement at that time, and it's pretty significant. So he says, "Hello everyone, it's been a while, I hope you're all well. Unity has recently taken some actions to change their pricing policy that I, like most of the community, do not condone in any way." This will, of course, be the Unity runtime fee we're talking about here. "I've been using Unity for more than 10 years, and the product has been very important to me. However, Unity is a public company. Unfortunately, that means that it has to serve shareholders' interests. Sometimes those interests align with what is best for developers, and sometimes they do not. While this has been the case for a while, these recent developments have made it increasingly clear. Unity has pulled back on their first version of their new pricing policy and made some changes to make it less harmful to small studios, but it is still important to remember that these are the realities of a public company are not going to change. Luckily, there are other ways of structuring the development of software. Instead of a company owning and controlling software with a private code base, software can be open source with a public code base that anyone can contribute to, and publicly owned. Blender, a stable 3D modeling software in the game dev industry, is a free and open source. In fact, some of the largest and most advanced software in the world is built on top of open source technology like Linux. The purpose of this post is not to denounce Unity because of a misstep, to criticize any of its employees, or to tell anyone to jump ship. Instead, I want to highlight the systemic issues of organizing large software projects under a public company company and to let you know that there are alternatives. I believe that the way to a stronger and more healthy game dev community is through software created by the community for the community, software that is open source, democratically owned, and community funded. Many of you have been asking for us to produce new tutorial series on alternative engines such as Godot, which is currently the most advanced open source and community funded game engine. I don't know yet if this is something that we can realize and when. I can only say that I have started learning Godot. Best of luck to all of you with your games, no matter what engine they might be built on. Sincerely, Brackeys. So yeah, that was back in September that he released this, so it's not a complete shock. He has been working with the Godot engine since then, and obviously this is the result. So Brackeys is back, and Brackeys is producing Godot content. Let me know what you think of that in the comments down below. I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.